Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back to part 8 of the RC Banjo build, which is a free plan drawing taken out of the RC M&E magazine a couple of months ago. If you've seen the previous video, you'll see that we're at the stage of actually joining the two sides of the fuselage. I've actually done that now, and I've progressed the fuselage a bit further, so I'll just run through what I've done and what I'm going to do for the next video. So if you just take a look, as you can see, the fuselage is now a solid box section. All the formers have been glued in position. We've got F1 at the front, where the motor is mounted to, the firewall there. F2, F3. At the back is F4. You can see a centre line I've drawn on F4 there. I've also added a couple of supports in the middle. I found that the latter end of the model was really floppy, and I thought I'd like it a bit more solid, so when I come to plank the underside of the model, it won't be flexing all over the place. So I've put a couple of supports top and bottom that holds the sides square and to the correct shape. I've also edited the drawing of the plan view there. You can see there and there are the two supports. Obviously you don't have to do this. This is just something I've done to aid the build and to help me out, really. So looking forward, what we're going to do now is we are going to put the supports for the elevons where the servos go. You can see I've cut the pockets out for the servos. I've made a few plywood supports which will glue onto the inside like so. The idea of that is obviously to give it strength around this bottom area and around the servo pocket. It's quite thin there, and also it gives you something to screw your servos into the plywood rather than just screwing into soft balsa wood. It's always a good thing. So I've got to put those in, and then I'm going to start making a start on actually planking the bottom surface of the airplane. So if I turn the model upside down, on the underside you can see I've marked where the hatch is going to go, which is on the split line of former 3 there, and I've just measured forward on the drawing. That's to obviously give you access to your battery. What we're going to do there, I've cut off, just rough cut off some 1/8 sheet. When you're planking a model, always plank it across grain, so with your grain going across the model to give it strength. So that is going to go sort of on there. The next one is going to go onto there. What I'll actually do is when I come to glue this, I will put my engineer's square across the model like so, just to start that first one off nice and square to the model, so we know everything's straight, and then we'll just glue it on. As you can see, I've just rough cut it out so I can sort of get underneath. I've left probably an 1/8 or 3mm overhang of the balsa wood on both sides, and that is so I don't really have to be too careful on how the planking goes on. Once the glue has dried, obviously I will trim this edge off level with the sides with my Stanley blade, and just use some sandpaper to blend it in, and put a little radius on that corner just to make it nice. I'll do that all the way along. Just thinking ahead, what I'll probably do is I'll put the actual wing on the other side before I plank the bottom, just so I can see that the wing is bedded in nicely to this this aerofoil shape that's on the fuselage sides. What I've also done is on the inside I've marked a centre line that you can see here, and one on the F4, which you can see there. That is to aid centralising the big diameter wing, that 26-inch diameter wing, so that I know that it's on central, as I've got a centre line on, already drawn on the wing. But that's for a later date. So that's where we're up to. I'll just show you the servos that I'm going to use. I'll turn that back over the other way. These are out of a crashed model, out of a Riot, a foamy Riot. I'm sure most of you are aware of this model. The 17-gram servos, bit of an overkill, but it does say on the plan up to 15 grams, I think. So they're about the right size. They're going to be quite tough. Obviously, they are going to go into the pockets that I've cut out, like so. So that's where we're up to there. The type of glue that I'm going to use for the planking of the model, and also the servo supports that are going to be glued onto the sides, onto the inside there. It's a bit hard to do one-handed. Obviously that goes in there. I'm just going to use some medium cyno. It's obviously very fast acting, so it will speed up the build no end, and I'll be able to progress it really quickly. So that's what we're going to be up to in this next section of the build. If you've liked the videos up to yet, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, and obviously you will get the further updates as we progress. So that's about it for now, folks. Hope you've enjoyed it so far, and I'll catch you later on for part 9.